Hello and welcome to the It's Raining Crafts podcast. My name is Raina. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry under SF Today is Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. It is episode 56 of my podcast. My cat has decided to make an appearance down here by my chair. So why don't we get started with my knitting? This is a podcast about my knitting and other crafty knittery that I might find along the way. Is knittery a word? Don't know. So, I'm wearing a finished object. This is Edie by Isabel Kramer. I made it out of Cloudborn Pima cotton from Craftsy, which is now called Blueprint. But I made it to 14 inches, and then over the weekend, this weekend, all on Monday I did the sleeves, and then I picked up the collar, and I had this cast on since December and was really itching to get something done because I'm going away next month. One night I'm going to be in DC, and over one weekend we're going to be in Cape May, New Jersey. So I'm going to have a staple that I could wear every day with something underneath. So that's Edie by Isabel Kramer. I cast it on after Christmas in December when I was going through this cast on all the things phase, and then I got one done, and I got something done, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to cast on something else. So it's a top-down raglan V-neck shaping. You can tell if I followed the directions correctly, it would be a much deeper V-neck, but I prefer this V-neck over the original Edie that I did. That one is in brilliant blue Pima cotton also, and the pattern has you do a textured stripe. I opted out of the textured stripe for this one. I just felt that it slowed me down. And then for new cast on, I cast it on the May by Andrea Maui, and this is a bottom up V-neck tunic. I did the ribbing out of Leading Men Fiber Arts in the Winter Wonderland colorway that I got back in, I think, 2 years ago. I think that was my very first skein of Leading Men Fiber Arts. And then I have two skeins of Frozen by Ba Yard. I forget her name. First name is Mira, but I don't know her last name. And then the top is going to be Winter's Coming out of Lolo Did It Everyday Sock. It's mostly white. I think it's right here. It's mostly whites and has blue specks in it. So that was my cast on for casting off this project. So the next projects I'm going to get into are in progress. So I'm trying to finish. I'm in a finishing phase. So I finished the second section of the 3-color cashmere cowl for Kellen's godmother Joni. And this is out of Lolo Did It. It's the purple in the Prince colorway. Destination Yarn cheese curd colorway, and now I'm using Ba in the Violet Martini colorway. And I'm on section 2. There are 40 rows in this section, so I'm on section 2 and I have one more row in the section to go. And then I have 2 more repeats of 8 rounds before I go into section 4. So that is the 3-color Cashmere Cow by Joji Locatelli. I have about 2 more planned after I finish this one. I'm going to make one for my mom's friend, and then I'm making one for my mother-in-law. And I don't have to worry about those because their birthdays are in November. So the second project that I'm doing, and this is my woodland bag. It's called my woodland bag because it has mushrooms and bunnies and squirrels and deer and hedgehogs and foxes on it, with acorns and owls and everything. So that's housing the 3-color Cashmere Cow. And then this bag right here is a Knit for Brains bag. It has gumball machines and it's so fun. I'm making a scrappy cow. Now I belong to the Lolo Did It Impressionist Club. I was an art major in school, so I thought it would be really fun to join an Impressionist yarn club. So the first skein out of her club was this really, really pretty skein. She called it Monet. It's white, it has greens and reds and purples and yellows and blues. It's based off painting. And I just got the second skein yesterday. I think it's over in my cupboard. But I'm making a small cow out of it because I didn't know. I had it rolled up, and I really want to use my yarn that is rolled up so I can work on another project. So I don't have to wind yarn. It's another reason. So I casted on 95 stitches for this cow, and I was working on it. I really wasn't sure. I did garter border and 4 rows of in the Lolo Did It, and then I did 4 rows out of Destination Yarn Prairie, 8 rows out of Lolo Did It, 12 rows out of Knit Picks in the red. I think it's called Picnic. And then I did 8 rows of Lolo Did It. And this morning I did 4 rows of Destination Yarn in the Prairie colorway. Got the Prairie colorway when I was at Stitches back in I want to say 2016, when I went the last time I went with my mother-in-law. So this is a very simple, easy cow. I just really wasn't craving the Lolo Did It Impressionist colorway. I had to mix it with something else. So this is what I'm creating, and I have about 8 more rows to do, and then I will cast it off. So other than that, Memorial Day was over the weekend, and we had our second May birthday, which was my husband's birthday. For his birthday, I got him a cutting board with Darth Vader on it that says, "I think your lack of bacon is disturbing." And if you know my husband, he has a very weird sense of humor. And if you don't know Dave, then you have to know Dave to understand him. Put it that way. And then we had Memorial Day. It was Memorial Day this past weekend in the United States. So we got we took Kellen to his next to the last ice skating lesson, and then we went to a cat show. Cat show was very interesting. It was really tiny, and my son is in love with cats. Ever since he was a baby, I had a cat that I had since I was 24. He lived till he was 16. His name is Little Boy. Little Boy loved Kellen, and Kellen loved Little Boy. And he died of cancer back in 2016, and it shattered my heart because I had that cat for a very long time, and we were very close. And so we saw some cats that looked like a little boy, and then we found some cats that looked like a little girl, and one cat that looked like my cat Mittens when I was a little girl. And so we went to the cat show, and then we came back, and my mom started to organize the garage. We put shelves up in the garage. Yeah, Christmas decorations that we put away in the garage, and just stuff that, just like, everything. Since we moved in here in November, everything in the garage has been in a box. So we're starting to go through the boxes and organize stuff. And on Sunday, we had our patio furniture delivered. And on Monday, Sunday, we spent most of the day setting it up, and it was very, very hot. It was like 85 degrees, and we're out there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I wanted to have it done. I didn't want to have it sit there and say, "Oh, we'll get to it," because we were having company on Monday. And Monday, I just sat out on the porch, and I worked on my Edie, and I had my coffee, and later our company came over, and we had a very, very good time just sitting and talking, and Kellen was going in and out of the garage, and it was a very exhausting weekend, but it was very gratifying, and I shouldn't complain. So yesterday we had field day at St. Joe's in Dallastown, and because of the threat of storms, they moved it to the school. Usually it's in Red Lion, at Fairmount Park in Red Lion, and you don't want like a whole school of kids in the middle of a field, and when it's going to thunder and lightning. So they moved it to the school. which was fine, but Kellen was disappointed because we weren't there and he couldn't leave early. He gave us the business when he got in the car, not too far down the road from the school, which was okay. But tomorrow, I have something going on tomorrow. Oh, no. Today, I didn't get the podcast on Monday or yesterday, so I thought that I would podcast today because tomorrow our cleaning lady starts, and I am very excited to have a cleaning lady again. It takes off pressure. It takes pressure off me to get things done around here. But other than that, I hope that you have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Happy knitting. Bye-bye.